Good afternoon, everybody. It's Steve and Paul from WinExtra back once more after a layover of a day thanks to someone blowing out his laptop with a cup of coffee. This is for November the 5th, episode 39.
Episode 39.
Yes.
Should have been yesterday, but unfortunately I decided that my laptop was thirsty and dumped a mug this size full of coffee all over it, and yeah. Liquids inside your laptop are not a good idea.
No. But we do
but
have
it's back. I got it working.
You got it working?
It's back.
Yes. Good. That's a good thing, because I don't think you really want to have to go out and buy a new laptop, do you?
No. It's just a good laptop.
Yeah. Or it would have been a good laptop. Anyway. Microsoft, Mr. I'm a PC guy, is no longer at Microsoft. He's gone.
Yeah, it's not that he's no longer a PC.
Yeah.
Mac fans, hold on to your, you can stop your,
drooling?
Your masturbate. I can't even say the word. Stop having a wank about the idea that the guy is gone. Basically, he's leaving Microsoft, and he's leaving Microsoft not because he wants to, apparently, but for family reasons, which require him to move to the East Coast, and Microsoft can't accommodate that. So, he's out of there. So, no more Mr.
You're
I'm a PC. But then again, let's be serious. The I'm a PC ads have had their time, and they're gone. And,
bye-bye. Go away.
Bye-bye. But, we do wish him all the best in his further journeys through life. Now,
basically the news the last couple of days has been centering around Kinect, but we'll get to that in a minute. The other really interesting bit came out late last night, and that is Dell is saying bye-bye to Blackberry.
Yeah, I was catching up on the news this morning, and I saw a rumor about Dell dropping BlackBerry, and, the immediate suggestion was that they were going to go to iPhone.
Well, they even said that. No, the Windows Phone 7.
Yes. Apparently, they are shifting 25,000 employees to Windows Phone 7, which is, of course, massive. Now, Dell are saying that this is going to save them about 25% in communications costs. But you know what? Dell aren't the only ones who are shifting massive amounts of employees to Windows 7.
Just as a side note, the interesting point, what they want to do this for, and they're documenting the whole process, is that they want to be able to then turn around and market this process to other companies.
So they're developing a process that Dell can market using Windows 7.
Yes.
So are you just telling me that Dell just became a Windows Phone 7 pimp?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
So much for Windows Phone 7 not having traction.
Yes, especially when you consider that Home Depot now is going to be distributing Windows Phone 7 powered devices to all their associates.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Basically what they're doing is they want to use Windows Phone 7 devices not just for communication, but to do things like tracking stock and dealing with customer complaints and everything in the store as they're wandering around. Twitter, yeah, that's what we're doing. Somebody tweets, "Damn, Home Depot, they never have any such and such paint in store," and an employee goes, "I'm standing right next to it."
That would be just, I can see that. You never know with what Twitter does these days.
You'd never know, but that's probably a bit unrealistic. But the upside of it is, here are two more major companies that are switching to Windows Phone 7. Side note, something we'll be discussing tomorrow, not getting into it now. Air Force, was it the Air Force?
Yep.
60,000 desktops moving to Windows 7.
Yep.
But, moving on, we're not discussing that today because what is there to discuss on a consumer show about that? Microsoft, however, are floundering in antitrust waters again, possibly.
Yeah, they're tempting fate with this one. Apparently, from what Bot says, Micro Security Essentials, which I recommend highly, is going to be showing up on Windows Update.
Yeah, now, how it shows up on Windows Update is interesting in its own right. It's not showing up as an update that just downloads. This is an optional update. And it only becomes available if the computer detects that you have no antivirus software installed, or that your antivirus software is... Well, I don't even think it becomes available if your antivirus software is up to date.
No, it's not.
But if your antivirus software is not installed or doesn't communicate to
Windows
itself, so you get the little pop-up box that tells you have to update, then Microsoft will make this available to you. Now, as Stephen said, he highly recommends this, and we both consider this to be one of the best of breed antivirus softwares out there, and it's free. But Microsoft has trouble deploying this, which is why, even though there's millions upon millions upon millions of Windows computers out there, only 30 million people are using this. It's
worldwide.
like the best kept secret in the world.
Yeah.
And it's because Microsoft doesn't want to get into the antitrust waters where the whiny bastards behind things like McAfee and whatnot will take them to court and say, well, you can't put this on your machine because you're doing us out of business. But let's be honest. Who better? Yeah. Who should be protecting your machine? Not Microsoft.
That's what killed off the whole patch guard. Was this whole antitrust thing, because Symantec got into it. There was only one company, Sophos, I believe it was, that said, "Fine, go ahead and do PatchGuard. We'll work around it." But the other ones, Symantec, McAfee's, Trend Micro, they all threatened to go towards antitrust.
The thing to take away from this story, folks, before we move on, is this: Microsoft actually does produce the stuff that you need to look after your computer and to keep it safe, and they want to.
Yeah.
But companies like McAfee, Norton, other antivirus software providers want your computer to be unsafe so that they can make money, and they actively take Microsoft to court in order to do that.
Yeah.
Think about that the next time you're handing over $49.95.
Yeah.
Now,
another really
good
money and good news for Microsoft, they've boosted the Kinect Sales figures or estimates to 5 million. For the holidays. And that's only 2 months.
It's only 2 months. That will make it the largest Xbox launch ever. This will be bigger than Halo Reach, which we had only a couple of weeks ago, being one of the biggest ever. But initial estimates from Microsoft were for 3 million sales, which in itself is still phenomenal. Especially considering the unit costs $149 to begin with.
Yeah.
But they've now upped the estimate based on response and the whole lot to a cool 5 million.
Yeah.
But you know what's not what Microsoft aren't happy about?
Yeah.
Some dude from Adafruit Industries, an open source electronics seller, has turned around and offered $2,000 for the first developer who creates open source drivers for Kinect. Microsoft is needless to say pissed about this.
Not happy at all.
And you can expect to see an ongoing Apple-style battle between Microsoft and developers when it comes to Kinect, because they want to keep this their technology.
Yeah.
Just like Apple has the ongoing battle with people who try to jailbreak the iPhone.
Yep.
And, so when this guy heard that Microsoft was pissed, he upped the bounty. Yeah. So I believe it was originally $1,000.
And he's threatening to do it again to $3,000. Like,
well, you know what? There are ways for Microsoft to prevent this.
Yeah.
It's very easy. It's just like the Xbox Live update. They can put out an update every other week that changes an important part of code just enough to screw the drivers and not make it work people's while. So, yeah. Speaking of Kinect, look, we all heard about it when the Wii came out, right? And people smashing their TVs when the Wii came out. And I could understand that because people were holding physical controllers.
Yes.
But how do you smash your TV using a device that has no controller? You don't touch and you don't hold. Well, Phil Villarreal, Rotten Tomatoes critic and blogger, managed it while playing Kinect Sports volleyball at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Apparently he was standing under a ceiling fan that had a chain that hangs down that you pull to turn the fan on and off. He did a spike, sent the chain flying right into his 47-inch 1080p LCD TV, which he only bought last Christmas, so it didn't even survive to this Christmas. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Go on.
You know what would be a good move on Microsoft's part? Replace this TV. It'll never happen, but it would be a good marketing move.
I don't think so, because then you'd have, I guarantee you have lots of people with older TVs who think, oh, Microsoft will give me a free TV, and they'll, oh, it happened to me too. Now, what I'm waiting for is the first person to put their head through the TV. That's what I'm waiting for. The person will think through the TV.
Oh, anyway, that is the Daily Brief for Friday, November the 5th with Steve and Paul from WinExtra. Don't forget, stay tuned tomorrow for the weekend edition of WinExtra on Windows, our podcast, or drop by WinExtra on YouTube and thumb us up.
Give us a thumbs up and leave us some comments. Also, if you happen to damage your TV, or know somebody who damaged their TV, or catch somebody putting their head through their TV, send it to us at podcast@winextra.com.
Yes.
We'd love to put it on the show.
We would. And on that note, folks, everybody have a good Friday, and we'll see you next week with your next edition of Daily Brief.
Enjoy the weekend, and thanks for watching.